Hey, y'all. I want to get in and talk about Kenneka Jenkins, just like any other case. Kenneka would be a girl that no, Kenneka would be a young lady that just like any other case, you know, everybody want to know who she is. Is you know, I when I think about the Kenneka Jenkins, when I think about Kenneka Jenkins, I know it's real. I know she's real, but I just wonder, are we talking about? I just wonder. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. I know they ain't poop in here. Y'all ain't, hold on for a minute. Hold on 1 second. Now, man, why you poop on this thing? I'm gonna cancel you did that. Y'all stop pooping on my carpet. Y'all ain't getting nothing. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry. Let me get some water. Okay, can this dog right hand stay off the screen though? Hey, them got a good excuse for just pooping. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Get everybody. Oh, 1 second, y'all. Y'all ain't getting that. I'm mad. Y'all can poop in there. Okay, y'all, I'm back, people. Uh, you know, I wanted, like I said, Kenneka is a young lady, just like any other case. I wonder why do Kenneka case is a case that sticks to you? What makes Kenneka a case that sticks to you? You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is there are other girls gone missing. There are a lot of girls died behind their going missing. What made Kenneka case? Uh, why Kenneka case not a homicide? Let's put it like that. Are y'all curious about that? Why Kenneka case is not a homicide? Oh, we don't got a neighbor. I need to know who moving in next door and across the street. I don't trust folks. Y'all, come on. What made Kenneka case? Oh, okay. I guess they're gonna wait on me. It's gonna be nice to me. All right, I'll go because I ain't got out there. What made Kenneka case stands out more than any other case? The Kenneka case stands out more than any other case. I never heard nobody ask that question. I never heard anybody ask that question. What is it about Kenneka Jenkins' case that people won't stop talking about it? Either, come on, y'all. Oh, man, look. Go. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. What made Kenneka Jenkins' case stands out differently than any other missing girl missing woman case? Wait, y'all. You know what? Hold on. They put a light up in our neighborhood. That is so good. No, you can't go up that street, dummy. Okay, here we go. Kenneka Jenkins' case allegedly, it's a case. This is my opinion. This is my reaction. Kenneka Jenkins' case to me is another missing, murder case. They don't want to say a murder case, but it is allegedly a murder case. Cause it got to be. What is it? They don't want, to me, Kenneka Jenkins' case is a case that they don't want to put a name to. Kenneka Jenkins' case allegedly is different than most cases. It's because you had people who cared about her. You had a lot of people who cared about her, and a lot of people that kept her name out there, and that's what you do in cases. But what made Kenneka Jenkins case so stands out than all these missing girl cases? There are other missing girl cases and murder cases, and won't nobody jump on those cases. They stick on Kenneka Jenkins case. So my thing is, why is Kenneka Jenkins case so why is this girl case so important than any other young girl case? And I wish somebody could answer that question, because the reason why I say that is there are a lot of people. Let me let the window up, y'all. Hold on. There are there are a lot of YouTubers will not talk about any other murder cases of young ladies, just like they talk about Kenneka. I just want to know what made her case so important to solve. Then here you go, you got a young lady over here been shot in the neck, and nobody think her case is important. So my thing is, what's up? Is what it is. My thing is, what so important about Kenneka Jenkins case that people wanted to stand out? That's what I want to know. Why is it standing out? They won't let it go. They don't have to let it go, but there are other girls' cases that needs to be solved. And the only thing most people do is sit back and argue about Kenneka Jenkins. What made Kenneka Jenkins' case stands out more than any other murder and mystery young lady case? And another question. What do you all think about that? To me, my reaction, looking over this case, I was there when it first started. I just didn't have a YouTube channel. And I did not know that this happened until my daughter was young at that time. She's still younger than Kenneka, way younger than Kenneka. But when she told me about it, she was in high school. Was she in middle or high school? She was in high school. Yeah. She was in high school. And she said it was interesting. Now this gonna be a trip to y'all. But I just remember the question I asked y'all: why is Kenneka Jenkins' case important? So important than any other missing and murder cases of young ladies. Now, when my daughter came to me, she was a teenager, and she said, now she was looking at YouTube every day like a TV. She never would look at TV, and I never would. Didn't know why. So she said, Mama, look at this. Let me show you something. They always showing me something, y'all. That's one thing about me and my girls. We had a close relationship. We had a close bond. And they know how I feel about girls, anything happened to girl, because I was strict with them. So she said, Mama, look at this. So I like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with that girl? Y'all, I promise y'all, looking at Kenneka then, when it happened, the first question I asked was, when I saw the little girl, I said, what's wrong with her? That's what I said. That's how I said. I said, what's wrong with her? Like, why she walking? I said, why she walking like that? She said somebody drugged her and put her in the freezer. And so my first reaction was, what? I promise y'all. My first reaction was, what? Put her in the freezer? So when I first saw the young lady, on the video, I asked, was it real? I asked, was that picture of that girl real? Because the first thing came out of my mind was, what was wrong with that little girl? And then, ever since she brought the phone to me and showed me that girl, I've been on Kenneka Jenkins' case since then. Sit down. Hey. So my thing to you all is, I have been on other missing and murdered young girls' case. So why is Kenneka case so important than any other case? When Kenneka case came to the internet, it came to the internet the same way Takeoff. Young Dolph. It's still like a Young Dolph. Young Dolph case would not end. It's not. And that's how, in my opinion, and that's how Takeoff case gonna be. I want to know from the people, circumstances, what make them stick on Kenneka Jenkins case. What make them? A lot of people haven't moved to nothing else. They haven't moved to another case. They always Kenneka Jenkins case. Why is it so important that y'all people, human beings, stay on the Kenneka Jenkins case? Is it because she walked in the freezer? Is it because what? Why do y'all continue to keep Kenneka? I continue to keep Kenneka Jenkins in my prayer. It's because she was a young lady. She was a young lady I never met. And she had a mother. And her case hasn't been solved. Just like all the other missing murder cases that I do. So my thing is that a good thing that I moved on to other cases and then come back to her case like I do? Why do Kenneka Jenkins case this little girl stick with me mentally? Is it because I have girls? Because I'm strict on my girls like I am any other girls? I think some of it's because she was found frozen in the freezer. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you, baby. Now, that's her opinion. She said that it's because she was frozen in the freezer. But there are cases where girls don't be shot in the neck, chopped up. So Kenneka being in the freezer, it would make this case interesting. Something has to make this case stick out differently than any other murder case. Wait a minute. Why ain't nobody moving in this land? So my thing is, we don't have girls been shot, cut up, chopped, drowned. That ain't in part, and then that's nothing to talk about. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, people who listening, y'all understand what I'm saying. Should I continue? Should I just keep doing sticking Kenneka Jenkins in my oh God, why you get in front of me? Should I continue doing the way I'm doing it? My reason why is what's different from this young lady. The reason why, and everybody's reason are different. People, let me tell y'all something for these people who need to speak for themselves. Y'all people, I don't understand. Y'all have to have, a lot of people don't have their own mind. A lot of y'all people don't have your own mind. Y'all feed off of each other. And I ain't never understand it. People don't think alike, people. Stop it. Only way you think alike if you're a robot. I don't think like you. You don't think like me. People don't think alike. You don't know what people sitting at home, laying in their bed, thinking about this Kenneka Jenkins case. I always told people, don't think for me. I think for myself. I'm a totally, always been like that. Nobody knows what I think. So when you speak for yourself. When you speak, people, speak for yourself. Because everybody don't think alike. There got to be something else. I want to hear some of y'all other people who watches. I need to hear from y'all. What makes Kenneka case stick out to you? Because that's the only thing you talk about is Kenneka Jenkins. You don't talk about nothing else. If it ain't just talking about yourself, it's just Kenneka Jenkins. What make Kenneka Jenkins case so interesting than any other murder women cases? I just want to know. I ain't trying to make nothing hard. I ain't trying to make nothing difficult. Nobody can answer that question. Nobody can answer that question. Only they can sit back and be quiet. Kenneka Jenkins was frozen. Kenneka Jenkins was frozen. To where Kenneka Jenkins could have came back alive. Kenneka Jenkins could have came back alive. What was so quick and important for them to figure Kenneka Jenkins was deceased? What made them folks believe? What made them folks think Kenneka was dead? That because she frozen don't mean she died. She froze. Y'all seen other mystery cases where people has frozen and they came back alive? Why Kenneka didn't come back alive? Why y'all think Kenneka Jenkins didn't come back alive? What are you thinking to make you wonder why Kenneka Jenkins didn't come back alive? I'm just asking a question. It's two questions that have somebody head pinned up against the table and never thought about these questions that I'm asking y'all. Hold on, let me, okay. I want to know, hold on for a minute. I want to know from y'all people out there also, if anybody watching can have the heart to answer that question for yourself. Why is Kenneka Jenkins case, why do Kenneka Jenkins case stand out to most people that continues to talk about her every day? Yeah, is what it is. Now you getting it. Now you getting it. That is the only case that a lot of people talk about, but they will not jump on another case. I want to know from them what makes it very important to them, for them to solve a case that hasn't been solved, and they doing it. They doing here we got other girl cases need to be solved. Why they won't lead it? Why they ain't got to lead the case, but talk about and combine other cases with these cases. You know what I mean? So I want to know, since we're not talking about nothing else but Kenneka Jenkins right now. We're speaking of Kenneka Jenkins, not Chucky. There are a lot of people right now think that they have solved Young Dolph's case. They ain't solved nothing. They haven't solved anything. It's not solved. If the case was so just that easy to solve, people, it would ain't nobody solved these cases. And they think they have solved this case. Solved Kenneka Jenkins case. They really think they solved. There are a lot of people think they have solved Kenneka Jenkins case. My question to them, not to y'all, what make Kenneka Jenkins case different that you won't talk about nothing else, no other girl case different from any other young lady case that you won't even talk about nothing else? It's nothing bad about it. I just want to know. Yeah, a lot of people been on this thing since 2017 talking about this girl, and they ain't solved nothing. All they do is just talk in a circle about Kenneka. They make me think that mentally they need help. I used to had to take a break from the Kenneka Jenkins case. I took a break from, well, when I say a break, I stood back for a minute from Kenneka Jenkins case. I didn't want it to get to me like the way it getting to people. So my question is, what make a Kenneka Jenkins case stand out so close to you where you won't talk about nothing else? Ugh, what is this, child? So what? Ooh, yeah, ooh. Kenneka case, it hasn't been solved. It hasn't been solved yet. You're right. It's like all this information. What are you going to do about it? Who is getting arrested? So why won't you go talk about other cases and combine cases like we do? Why don't you go find another missing girl case and combine it like we doing it and try to see different in it? Why is some people just been Kenneka Jenkins? Don't y'all wonder? Don't you want to help fix other cases? If you think you solved Kenneka Jenkins case, go to another case and add Kenneka Jenkins in there. Grab the Kenneka Jenkins case and combine it. Try to connect the cases together. Collaborate with other people how they see death within other girls like that. Kenneka case is on her case is different from other everybody case different from each other case. My thing is it's not solved. Y'all got to get a break. Some of y'all need to give yourself a break. Don't forget, because this has become a mental problem. This case can become a mental issue, whether you don't even know you're going through it. Kenneka Jenkins case can make you mentally. It can change you mentally, physically, emotionally. Sometimes you have to step back. That's like anything. You have to do that with your family. You have to pull back. You got to do your friends like that. Pull back. These cases, you have to pull back sometimes and relax your brain. Because I sit back. What I do with the Kenneka Jenkins case, I get into people's heads. I get into the mind of individual who working these cases every day. All they know is Kenneka Jenkins. They won't do nothing else but Kenneka Jenkins. Nothing wrong with that. But mentally, that's not good. Because I see how Kenneka Jenkins case has mentally affected a lot of y'all minds. Nothing wrong. I'm not saying y'all. It's affecting y'all minds to where you going at each other because you emotional. And who wouldn't be of a girl like that? Cover. It's not cover. I ain't telling you what to do, but engage Kenneka Jenkins case involved into other cases. Girls her age. Y'all, it to me, it's a mental. It's getting mental to y'all. Some people, and nobody solved this case because y'all don't know the truth. Allegedly. Now, when I dug in and did, my thing is when I go do my research, why is I'm seeing different things than what is put out there? And I'm thinking I'm talking about another Kenneka Jenkins. Why is it that when I do my research, when I dig into stuff, I don't see what other people see? And I can't pretend. I can't pretend. Now, like even though I knew about Kenneka Jenkins case since 2017, that makes me dig into other young women cases because I have daughters. That make me want to find out why all these young girls, it gave me an eye opening. Why all this happened? Why these girls going to parties at their age and hotels but she 19. I was 19 and grown on my own. So when nothing wrong with going to a party, people were blaming the mama. She grown. Kenneka was 19. Y'all stop pretending. That's the only thing about Kenneka Jenkins' case to me is it's been misled to some of y'all people. The mom had been called all kind of bad names. Look at Kenneka. Look at her, how she dancing and stuff. She was 19. She grown. She just lived with her mama. She was grown. When women turn 18, they grown, y'all. Whether you don't want to believe it or not, you can call them children, all you want to. They grown. You're not the law, so you can't change the law. Kenneka was young. I was 19 shaking my butt, dance, doing robot and stuff. Their dances are just different from our dances. Our dance was more, I was crazy. Robot and moonwalk and twist, doing our body all kind of way. And their dances are shake a booty and doing splits. We did splits too, but we did it differently. What make people think that they can judge Kenneka Jenkins case, the family in the case? Now, the only thing about Kenneka Jenkins case that I can look at it as, hey, thank you, Tony. Thank you. And nothing deserved for her to be murdered. And that's right. And no matter how she danced or what she was doing. Exactly. Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. Is what it is. That's my point. That's my point. Why are we sitting here judging her mom? Why? Why are we sitting here judging her mama? Why did we jump from a lady? Now when I went and did my research, I don't see this girl y'all seeing. When I looked at the case, and I'm not a dummy, first thing I said was, the first thing I said to myself was, I didn't think about her mama. The friends came on my mind. The friends in the hotel. The first thing before I even did a research, that the first thing came out my mouth. When I first saw her, I said, what? I promise y'all. I said, why that girl walking like that? What's wrong with her? And then when my daughter said they put her in the freezer, I said, what you mean by they put her in the freezer? So why she walking like that? That was my question. Why is she walking like that? They drugged her up. And I said, they drugged her? I had so many questions, y'all. I had so many questions. I said, where her friends? I said, I was asking questions because me and my friends, we don't do this. I said, where's her friend? They said they couldn't find her. I said, what you mean by? I had so many questions. I'm a person that asks questions. I came from a family. We was taught to ask questions. I said, but where her friends? They couldn't find her. I said, what you mean they couldn't find her? So the Kenneka Jenkins case, Kenneka Jenkins made me wonder, how did it happen? Where were her friends? And I ain't gonna lie, from the beginning, from the beginning, when I studied, I said, Monifa, I said, so I think it's Monifa. I said her friend can't, I tried not to blame Monifa. I said Monifa security and the hotel. Then what the first three names came to my head. And Kenneka, only reason why I said Kenneka, I said that's supposed to be her friend. I held her accountable for Kenneka, which that was wrong for me to do. I held her accountable. That was wrong for me to held that young lady accountable of Kenneka. But I did. I said the security, I said, why that man run up and down that hall like that? I said, why that man running up and down the hall like that? Y'all, I was tripping. I was tripping when Kenneka Jenkins first came out. I said, what's wrong with him? He running out like he running on the track team. Jumping, doing hurdles and everything. And then I was like, it's the hotel fault. She in their freezer. And then I said, where's her mom? Then I said, do her mother know about this? I didn't feel no way about Miss Teresa. I just said, well, did they tell her mama? This is how I felt about the Kenneka Jenkins case from day one. I said, did they tell her mama? Then I had to go. The worst thing to do was they had millions, zillions of, they had zillions of videos out there. All the friends should have been, all the friends should have been more responsible in watching a girl was was in the room and helping when she needed help. I don't get that. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. So what I'm saying is there are other cases like Kenneka Jenkins' case. Why haven't nobody why some of the YouTubers won't go study other girl cases along with Kenneka case? They are mentally stuck on Kenneka Jenkins and proving a point that's not going to be proven. That hasn't been proven. Yes. But I also didn't think it was fair. And the next question I asked, who party was it? I'm asking questions. I said, well, who party is it? Man, I was digging into this case. I said, well, where are all these videos coming from? I said, well, this is crazy. And so every year since I worked around young girls, I was just like freaking out. I had to pull back from this case. I pulled back from the Kenneka case. That's why I was saying why some YouTubers won't find something else to talk about, including, and then, still engage her in like I do. They should have called 911 and her mama to let her know what they let her know that she was missing, because I think they knew what she was the whole time, where she was the whole time. When that happened, I wish I was at home because I want to ask my daughter. She asked me 3 years later in 2018. Now she didn't. 2019 when I retired. She came. She came upstairs and she asked me a question that I didn't understand. She said, "You still looking at this girl case?" And then I said, "Yeah." I said, "Why not? Why shouldn't I?" I said, "Why shouldn't I?" She said, "Call something." I got to ask her. I like. She was like, she was more like, because of something. I got to find out. She left as a young lady. She left the case alone. Why wasn't this case? I need to ask her. I wish I can find out. I wish I was at home doing this case. Because I want to know why did she, at that time, she was like, she older than Kenneka. Hold on. Yeah. She older than Kenneka Jenkins. I did want to know, as a young lady, why she walked away from the case. She ain't never looked back at this girl. So if my daughter did it young, why did all the other young girls walked away from the case? Why they do that? Y'all see what I'm saying? The young people walked away from the case, but the older people didn't. The younger generation, like out in their 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, they ain't left the case. So why is it so important for us as older people, when I say older, y'all in y'all 40s, you're older too, but you're not old. But I'm asking the question is, why is it that it's not important to the younger generation? They the one just stop talking about it. So I wish I was at home. I got to ask her that. Why she? I don't want her to know I'm talking to y'all. I just want to go on the porch and record it and let y'all hear what she say. Don't let her know that I'm recording her. I just want to know why she left. I did ask her at that time, and I was like, "Don't you want to know what happened to her?" I forgot what she said, but I want to ask her again. They ain't looking at it no more. They ain't worrying about Kenneka Jenkins no more. Why is Kenneka Jenkins? Why Kenneka Jenkins so important to us? Why is it very important for us to argue about her, or the way we feel about her, or way we thinking? What make us stand out like that? What make the older people generation fuss, argue, and opinionate about this case? Why can't the younger people ain't fussing over this case? Teen children in their 20s and 30s, not my daughter 34 now. The one who followed this case for me, 34. She left that case when she was like 2018. And I ain't understand it. I freaked out. And then I tried to put her back on the case. She wasn't interested in the case. I just be want to know what's in these young people's mind to where these cases are not important. A lot of these young girls, it's them being young. What make us tear each other down about the Kenneka Jenkins case? What made us tear each other down about Kenneka Jenkins case? Instead of proving your point, as long as your belief of what you think happened, that's what you think happened. How could you talk about debunking somebody and you don't know what happened? If it was that case, in that case, if that means that happened, you don't know who the real Kenneka is. You don't know who another could. It could be more than one Kenneka Jenkins. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Not like y'all, like, okay. The reason why I say it can be, this can be confusing. It could be another Kenneka Jenkins. Do you know how many Tonys G is in this world? You know how many is Tony Robinson in this world? You know how when you look up your name, you put your name in there, your first and last name in, you'll be surprised. You'll be like, dog, it's another. It's another is what it is. You know, it can be more than one Kenneka Jenkins. Kenneka Jenkins could be spelled different. There is another girl named Kenneka Jenkins. They had friends, and they didn't say they didn't say she froze. She was in a hotel like Kenneka. I did a story on that. And then Miss Teresa's daughter died. Everything is allegedly, but go in the telephone book. Back in the days, we had telephone books. We had telephones. We had telephone, we had beepers. So in the yellow page, you go in there, you'll see a lot of Janice Robinson, a lot of Tony G. You like, dang, it didn't many people where they live. And the first thing you want to know where they live. So with the Kenneka Jenkins case, have y'all ever asked yourself, who is Kenneka Jenkins? Did that ever bother y'all? Who is Kenneka Jenkins? Even in the Kenneka Jenkins case, it was set up, they were trying to confuse y'all. And the first thing I said to myself, why are they confusing these people? Yeah, Nobody never looked at this story the way I'm looking at it. Nobody. Nobody never looked at this story the way I'm looking at it. It's weird. How you know that person ain't talking about it? It's a girl named Kenneka Jenkins, y'all. A girl named Kenneka Jenkins died. It's a girl named Kenneka Jenkins had friends just like Kenneka. It's a coincidence that she died in a hotel like Kenneka Jenkins. I mean, it's weird. But why is it important for us to fight instead of take each other's opinion and work it together? We always, oh, no, he didn't do like that. Oh, yes, it happened like that. Or no. Y'all don't know. It haven't been solved yet. Kenneka Jenkins case hasn't been solved. And if it was that easy to the way you saying it, then we wouldn't have no problem. I saw you, Tony. Don't be laughing at me. But I make sense. The computer, the people had y'all mind so messed up. Y'all mind was so messed up in this Kenneka Jenkins case. I saw what you said. It is. It's crazy. I saw you. And you know what else? What tripped me out about this case? I was on. Let me tell you something. I didn't believe just one YouTuber like y'all were doing, like most people were doing. They were sticking with one YouTuber. Nah, I wasn't sticking with no one YouTuber. I was going through everyone. I was going through everyone channel. But if that channel didn't make no sense, I tried to go the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the only reason why I went the good, the bad, and the ugly, just because that person was negative, I wrote something down about that person's page that could make what negative turn into positive. And then I went to some people who I believe kind of wonder they think like me. When they start thinking like me, I start following them. But then they started talking crazy. So I had to go somewhere else. But I still came back to them. So Kenneka Jenkins case, I was writing stuff down. When what tripped me out was it turned into a big soap opera. I said, is this real? As the year passed, I was like, is this real? I was. Now, the reason why I went to, it's a YouTuber named Cassie. I didn't believe her, but she can explain something. And I was like, this lady right here made me just understood what this person over here on this page saying, and she don't even know me. I don't know her. I didn't want to know nobody. I just wanted to hear what they had to say. She was just good with explaining her narrative. That's how I met that ended Miss Cassie Olivia. But the only thing I asked myself also with her was she reminded me of somebody in my family. They don't like to hear nobody else they don't like listening to, they like listening, but people, you know, she remind me of my sister. They right. They so right, you know. And I just let that be. I didn't argue about it. I didn't argue. So I went to other people YouTube channel. I said, why did they just talking about that lady mama, that girl mama? And I said, what happened to the case? Then I went to the party. 1 minute, I actually thought they didn't do nothing to her. 1 minute, I thought she was high, as usual. You know, like young people, they go, they get high, they have a good time. This case got out of hand. So my question is, how Kenneka Jenkins case has affected a lot of older, younger generation mind, to where everything all of y'all saying makes sense. Everything, I can get something good. I can understand everything that y'all saying. Now, it's the same way as any other cases. Y'all got to pick and choose what video y'all gonna watch, because there are all kinds of things saying in these videos. How in the world can you hear Kenneka say, help me? Edit videos. Yeah, a lot of people y'all got it. It's so many videos out there. And then when that girl got on the video and she said, oh, let me tell y'all what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. She, the brown girl. Y'all believe everything came out that girl's mouth. She wasn't doing nothing but telling y'all what she thought happened. Y'all took that girl and brought her up 1 million views for some reason. Only thing she was doing was telling y'all what she thought happened. And y'all fell right in her trap. What made people believe her? Now she disappeared. Now she can't come back the way she was. What made this thing pop out the way it did? Just like Young Dolph case. Just like, here we go with Takeout case. If you don't pay attention to them videos, it can be lies out there. So y'all got with the Kenneka Jenkins case, it was a lot of lies and deception, and it was a lot of made up video created for y'all to think like you do. And y'all fell right in them folks' trap. And still don't know what happened to Kenneka. Before they turned, when I turned up the music, because you know when somebody turn up the music and they doing something and they don't want nobody to hear something, that's why they turn up the music. Exactly. They were making noise. So I see what you're saying. That's why she was saying, help me, because the girl was screaming for help. That's what he's saying in his opinion. That's why he thought, I'm like him. I'm like, what kind of hotel they in? I was so confused with the Kenneka Jenkins case, but I know Georgia, they don't play that stuff. I understand what you're saying, but here in Georgia, when you from another state and you don't been in a hotel before, you shocked. You are so shocked when you hear stuff that's going on. I was like, why they so loud? They was so loud and they was paying attention, looking, doing, letting everything happen. They was hiding something. You know darn well you in a hotel, you don't supposed to be that loud. Jumping up on the bed, they don't probably broke the bed. And another thing stood out to me in the Kenneka Jenkin case. Why did she have her party with a thug party? She a thug. No, you ain't did nothing wrong. You ain't did nothing wrong. Because that's what they do. And then I asked my daughter about that. She said, Mama, we had parties at the hotel. I said, y'all be jumping up and down like that? She said, we be partying. But she said they chilled. Hold on, Tom. Let me see what Tom is saying. Let me see, Mr. G Money say, it's like training day when I was dragging the guy in there and they had the shotgun and they put them in the water and they turned on the shower to say they want the noise to go off other people. Wait a minute, y'all. What I do? Oh. Right. Something was going on in the room. And then you had people trying to confuse y'all. And the first thing I said to myself, why are these people, I can't watch these people over here. They confusing the narrative. And then you had the people who were confusing the narrative. And then you had the people who were confusing in the narrative. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold up, let me block this first. Hold on, let me that. Then you had old school used to do it. Yesterday, they had a drink, and you know they smoke and they just chill. Yeah, that's what my daughter said. She said, "Mama, we just chill. We chill." She 34, and she said, "Mama, we chill." I said, "Oh wow." And she grown. She was young then, but I ain't get in her business. But I always taught them to be responsible for themselves because I didn't trust the girls that she hung around. I didn't trust them girls my daughter hung around and had them calling me mama. I was like, I wish they wouldn't call me mama because I don't trust them. And I knew my mouth at that time. But the thing is, back to the case is, and then another thing confused me. Then I said, why did the mama say what she said? I'm just talking, y'all, in general. I'm just freaking out over the Kenneka Jenkins case. I freaked out because I was confused when I said, now I trusted the mama, but I'm listen, y'all, listen for y'all jump to conclusion. When the mama said, that hotel did this to my baby. They know what's done. Da. It said, but God, you know, with doing all that, I was like, what do she mean by but God? I had to look it up. It's just more like saying, but anyway, but God said, that's how she was saying, but she put the conjunction in as strong. She was powerful with the but God. but it just means what it said mean. I looked up a lot of stuff because y'all confused me. In this case, y'all confused me in this case. When the mama said, I looked at one video. I said I wanted to keep up with the mama. I wanted to believe the mama because it's her daughter. And so I was like, why she say that? And so I was looking at the phone like this. I said, wait a minute. Let me rewind this. Didn't nothing happen to my daughter, y'all. Didn't nothing happen to my daughter. That's the way she said it. And it was the way she said it made me believe her. And I believe her now still. I can see her. She said, ain't nothing happened to my girl. Ain't nobody did nothing to Kenneka. It sounded like somebody made the case a mess. She said, ain't nobody did nothing to Kenneka. Did nobody make her walk in that freezer. And when I heard that, I was like, let me rewind this and watch her body language and see if she been threatened. She said, like these damn, like she was like to me. She said, ain't nobody did nothing to Kenneka. Ain't nobody did nothing to Kenneka. Ain't nobody put her in on free. That made me know. So why are we here? I said to myself, why are we here? I said, what? Oh, no, let me go to work. I was working on my other job. I'm like, what? I'm like, what she mean by ain't nothing happened to her daughter? She was just crying about what they did to her daughter. And then she said that. I said, did somebody threaten this lady? Hey, Kathy. Hey, Rita. But yeah, I said to myself, what, I got confused, y'all. Because what she mean, I couldn't understand what she mean by didn't nothing happen to her daughter after all this stuff flying on YouTube. I said, did somebody threaten that lady? That's the first thing I said. I said, did anybody threaten this woman? But the way she said, didn't nobody do nothing. They trick out. Looked like she wanted to be honest. And they wanted her to follow through with a story. The young lady that I read about, Kenneka Jenkins, is not this girl right here that we looking at. She wasn't that person. Something ain't right. And then I was confused. She said, won't nobody help her. I tried not to be so hard on the mama, y'all, because I didn't know if she was the same lady that we've been looking at. When I did like this, did nobody do nothing to her daughter, so where is her daughter? If ain't nobody did nothing to her daughter, where is she? That would have been good if she had showed us her daughter. And the dude was right there on the side of him. He got him another one. So if ain't nothing happened to Kenneka, my thing is the girl Kenneka Jenkins I looked up wasn't the Kenneka Jenkins that we're looking at. Kenneka Jenkins is not the Kenneka Jenkins. The Kenneka Jenkins we're looking at now is not the Kenneka Jenkins that on her own obituary. It was another pretty girl too. And then when Kenneka started going missing, a lot of girls it was saying that it was 3 girls went missing that night. Y'all don't remember from the beginning? They said 3 girls. They said Kenneka, what it was, this is what came out. What it was, they were saying that Kenneka was at the hotel on the 6th. They was working on the movie. They were trying to work on something to find out what happened to a girl named Kenneka. But they were calling Kenneka too. It was trying to find out what happened to the real. So I ain't gonna let it confuse me. So it was something like that, that Kenneka died, where the other Kenneka was already dead. Then I saw Lil Durk doing a rap. I did my own research. I was all over this thing. Yeah, it's like it was like so I said so Kenneka was making a movie. Not Kenneka was making uh uh they was not I'm trying to do a research. So I said to myself, so they what they did was on the 6th, I think, I'm just saying what I thought, y'all, that they was at the hotel doing something, making a move up, trying to find out, somebody was trying to find out what happened to Kenneka, and found out that something happened to Kenneka at the hotel. And the girl in the freezer, they was saying that one Kenneka, it was a whole lot of big mess. And then I said, what is this another YouTube story? What is going on? And then we got the mama back in it. Then the mama found a ticket. The ticket said the 6th. Well, if the ticket said the 6th, I'm going to still say somebody was at the hotel on the 6th. I'm not going to change my mind because folks want me to change my mind. No. Somebody was there on the 6th. How Kenneka went there on the 6th? Something was going on the 6th where they was probably creating what happened to this girl named the young lady that named Kenneka Jenkins. Now her name could have been a Kenneka Jenkins too. It was another girl named Kenneka Jenkins. The only difference is they may spell their name different, y'all. They can be 2 different girls. They made one Robinson, they made 1,000 of Robinson. So what you gonna call all the Robinson in the yellow page? Your Robert, you gonna call all the Robinson your family? It's a lot of Gills. It's a lot of your last name. It's a lot of your first name and last name. Y'all don't know this. Look, young people. OGs know that we had telephone books. We used to make Christmas trees out of telephone books. Let me tell you, in the telephone book, you have a lot of names. Like it could have been 1,000 of Kenneka Jenkins. They can be from Chicago. They can be from Georgia. They can be from anywhere. So you can't get it confused with another Kenneka Jenkins. Then y'all gonna say, then the mama said, that's her daughter walking that hallway. She said that's her child. Why is it that we couldn't believe that that was her daughter? Did it throw y'all off because she said that wasn't my daughter? Have y'all ever thought about the medication she was taking for her surgery that she had in August? Just because she had surgery in August don't mean she stopped taking her medicine, y'all. The medication. She can take medication at that time. Some medication make you react different, think different, side effects. I had a knee replacement. I had it done in July. I was still taking my medicine up to October. But I went to work in October. I didn't have to go back until January, February. But I was still on that medicine. That medicine had me thinking different. So y'all got to understand. We got to know what state of mind, state of being Miss Teresa was in when this happened. She could have hallucinated seeing a camera over the freezer, thinking it's a camera. We don't know. We don't know. So don't say that she had a surgery in August and she still don't have side effects. She still had to get out of her bed and then her mind is really effed up because of her daughter. Come on, y'all. All that work together. Come on. Some of us are walking time bombs. Yeah. August is 16. Look at that. August is 16. She's still on her medicine in September. Just because she talking right there, because I'm talking like this and talking like that, my medicine was knocking me out. My medicine made me feel good. So this Kenneka Jenkins case, yeah, that ain't long to have the surgery that she had. That ain't long enough to heal, y'all. That's not long enough to heal. That lady still taking her medicine. Just because she got on clothes and looking good, y'all going back to when she was doing some things with her daughter when she was young and stuff like that. Y'all judging the whole thing, judge, man. Y'all, I don't understand. But my thing is, let's see what time it is. Yeah, I still got time. My thing is, can y'all, what I want to say, not insert. Oh, see, I can't get no words together. Can y'all, what word I want to use to add other cases alone, like we do all these different cases, and we'll come back. Kenneka, when Kenneka get on my mind, I come back to Kenneka because I got daughters. So I go to other cases. Can y'all insert other missing girl cases and differentiate other content to help solve the mysteries of these missing and murder cases? That would be real nice because Kenneka Jenkins' case is not solved. By us talking about it every day, it's not going to make it come back alive. But it's okay to talk about it. But it's okay. Nothing wrong with talking about it. Awesome idea. But the main thing, don't argue about it because you don't know what happened. Everybody think different. Because if you're gonna judge these cases by videos, like over here on our channel, we don't just take. When I first saw, what's her name? A lot of these cases, say like this case just came out, Migo. I was like, I couldn't understand it. So I have to ask you keep researching and be serious about it. And research, be serious about your research. You have to be honest with yourself when you researching something on people. A lot of us out there for views. My channel is not, God didn't bring me here just for views. My God brought me here to try to help other families find their missing loved ones, have fun, entertainment, and all that good stuff. I love to entertain people. I've been doing that for years. But I love mystery cases. I've been looking at YouTube for years. And when I got on YouTube, I said they don't have YouTube stories like they used to have back in the days. And what I mean by it, y'all, they used to have some nice little stories. Something like what y'all doing, but y'all make it so they take stories and they create them. Y'all get people that work, something like a nature case just to find out what happened. But we was trying to figure that out, but we went into it the way y'all took it to a whole nother level. Yeah, they had a lot of, then they stopped for a minute. And then I said, I want to create a YouTube story. I want to be real, but I wanted to be on another girl. Where we got a girl that got shot over in Charlotte. She not from Charlotte. She got shot in the neck. They robbed her, took everything belonging to her and her car and everything. Don't nobody think that's important to add to the Kenneka Jenkins community? Not adding to the case, but to the community for young girls to pay young girls some attention. I hear, I see. I try to subscribe to small channels. I love small channels. The reason I love big channels too, but I don't have to go to a big church. I don't have to be around a lot of people to get my point over. I don't like going around a lot of people. A lot of people ain't nothing but a bunch of mess. Want to see you, want to see you way when you trying to solve a problem, and you make the problem more than what difficult than it is. Small group of people and getting their reactions, writing it down. I like negative talking people. I like positive talking people and try to correlate it. I like taking words, verbs, and take them out, putting full out nouns, and then I take my words out and then I turn into a whole big paragraph. I like to do stuff like that. I like to think. When thinking about the Jenkins case, it'd be one key point that everybody missed. Y'all ought to understand that when Miss Teresa called the hotel, she wasn't in her right mind because she just had surgery. She thinks she was in her right mind. See, a lot of us, we get on medicine, we think we the queen. We think we strong. We the king. You're still not mentally straight. Miss Teresa didn't have no business out of her bed, coming up there looking for her daughter. And for somebody to tell her, don't call her mama. Y'all, I thought her sister was tough. And I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, yeah. I just found out Kenneka had other sisters. This Kenneka that I saw have other sisters. This particular Kenneka, who we talking about now, I say, who that girl? Who is that girl with Miss Teresa? I said, who that girl is? I said, that's the girl who be dancing. I said, that's that girl who be dancing with her. Why she so wild? Why she ain't talking about her sister? That didn't look like the same girl. Miss Teresa said her daughter. She said my daughter said. She didn't act like the girl sit right there who was talking with her. I don't know. I said, who is that girl right there? They said, everybody said that was Lenora. I said, that's Lenora. I said, that's Miss Teresa's daughter. Because Miss Teresa said my daughter, like she was talking about another girl. And I said, well, who is this girl? That's why I asked that question. I listened. I said, well, who is this girl? Sitting right here. This when she was on the radio station. Y'all got to pay attention to what people say. Now, her daughter could be pretty much, well, it's Kenneka. She got a daughter name could be Kenneka Jenkins, too. And it's a coincidence her daughter died in the hotel, too. Hey! Let me see what time is it. So, it's nothing wrong, but the hip people argue about Kenneka about this girl that ain't no kin to them, and this girl who lost, this girl froze. I'm tripping. Because a lot of stuff that I saw the police looking at, I said he saw what I just saw. That blue thing was in the kitchen on that wall. Why is it in the kitchen? That police came in there who worked at that hotel looked at that same thing we looked at. Like, they would tell him, go on. Somebody move that thing, move. I don't care what nobody say. On that particular video, that person moved his head, and I ain't stupid. When they start finding out our attention was drawn to something, they start making video to edit out what we was looking at. Y'all got to realize that. That thing had on that blue thing, can't nobody make me change my mind about it. His head moved, and that police came through that kitchen. He looked at it. He was looking at it like this. He stared at it for a long time, and he wasn't gonna move. He stood there and looked at the same thing I was looking at. I like, honey, they can't fool me. And then I said, it's somebody in that window. When Kenneka first walked through there. Then they gonna show us a video. It's so many different videos out there, you don't know the truth. Then they showed us a video, looked like somebody was holding the girl up, walking with her. But my main thing is, if these things happen to Kenneka, if anybody covering this case, stop thinking that you know it all. Write down things people are saying about the case and let people talk. Just let them talk. Let them run their mouth. If you the host, let them talk. Do like this. But it's being disrespectful to the host. It's very disrespectful, regardless of how they present themselves and stuff. Maybe they want you to collaborate. A lot of the people want you to collaborate with them, and you won't. You know, people try to get your attention for a certain reason. A person won't talk about you every day if they didn't want to get your attention. Now, because I like to see people. I like to I like to see people collaborate together. And we hold grudges. We hold grudges. We hold grudges. A man think different. A man gonna think about this case different than a woman, and a woman gonna look at this case different than a man. But when you working with somebody who know it all, y'all ain't gonna get nothing solved, cause they not gonna never be wrong. They not gonna never be wrong in these cases. We ain't gonna never find out what happened to Kenneka if everybody gonna do that. So the main thing, this case, I'm gonna ask my daughter this question again, and she gonna think I'm up to something. I'm gonna ask her, do you think people ought to start thinking about Kenneka? What you think? Do you think people just leave her case alone? What do you think? I don't want to put words in people's mouth. That's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to tell nobody what to say. So I'm not gonna ask her that question that way. It's more like I'm asking her. I'm asking her. I want to ask more than just her. I want to ask these dudes, these young dudes who up here with me. They're not interested in that. Men don't think like women. So what they looking for with that Florida tag? Them folks confused. Um, I would like to see some of y'all figure out some other cases too. Uh, and still work on Kenneka case, but hey Shay, I would like to see. Oh, that's so sweet, darling. Yeah, cause I'm about to go to work now. We were just talking about Lord, 142. Y'all, I appreciate everyone. I'm not trying to jump off, but I supposed to be on my corner. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all dropping by. I appreciate y'all collaborating with me and put your reaction down. I listen to people. I'm a great listener. And y'all have a good day. I got to go to work, okay? Y'all be nice about this Kenneka case and let people speak their opinion. All right, baby. Y'all hit them like button if you want to. All right, I'm out.